useless and expensive degree and pay it off yourself, because money isn't free. But you know what is free? Voting is free. So let's get to it, folks, shall we? So just how does an everyday American feel about Joe Biden giving away his taxes to fancy, useless educations for liberal snowflakes? Let's bring in one to react. Keith Altarac, he joins us right now. Keith, thank you for joining us. And I just think of this analogy, and this analogy, $300 billion could be $900 billion. You pay taxes, we all pay taxes, and it's going to go to people who took loans out that don't want to pay for their college loans. It feels like plumbers and electricians are paying for the lawyers' educations. What say you?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I tell you, it's a big circle, and it's all part of their plan. They're taking our money to give to them, so that there can be more voters for them, so that they can vote to take more of our money later. And where is this going to end? We're going to end up paying and paying and paying until we have nothing left. I mean, they're talking 80% tax. With AOC and all these people, they want all our money. They want as much as they can get. They don't want to work for it. They just want to take it.
It's amazing. I mean, some of these colleges have endowments in the hundreds of billions of dollars. It's like there's so many better ways to spend $300 billion towards education. I don't know. I had a thought today. Maybe instead of taking the principal away from people who have debt, maybe take the interest portion of it and let the government pay the interest. They still have the debt. They still have the responsibility. They're not going to be irresponsible taking out loans when they can't afford them. And even a better one. What about this, Keith? What about instead of giving 10 grand to some liberal elite with a college degree, give the 10 grand to a tradesman. Give the 10 grand to a plumber or HVAC tech or an electrician or someone who's actually going to do something to help the country. Your thoughts on that?
I wouldn't want the money. I never wanted any money from the federal government. I always wanted to be strong and independent ever since I was a young man. And I started having my kids young, and we raised our family, and we wanted to raise our family on our own. We don't need a leg up. We want to work for what we get. And I don't think I'd like to get anything from the government. It's a slippery slope. I'm afraid that they're going to just keep taking and taking until there's nothing left, and we're already in so much debt that we're not going to be able to pay it. Our great grandkids are going to be paying this money back. So
I have a hunch maybe even their great grandkids. Keith, just one final thought. What do you have to say to Biden when he says he's going to use Keith Altarac's money, tax dollars, and pay off some college $125,000 a year college students' debt?
I say you're tearing America apart piece by piece. All we're doing is teaching irresponsibility. So we're going to have another generation of entitled people now, and it's never going to end. We're just going to keep entitling people until, like you said in your monologue, socialism. That's really what we're headed for, and that's really what they want. Keith. And I don't want that, and I don't think at least half of America doesn't want that.
Yeah, you're right. About half of America got to vote. Keith. They're throwing around bees, 300 billion bees like it's water. It's insane. Guy goes on vacation, he spends $900 billion, $1 trillion. Insane. Keith, thank you so much. Keith Altarac, we'll bring you back again. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, Trump backed Dr. Oz versus Rhino Mitch McConnell. Who'd win in a crudité eating contest? I'll ask Oz next.